Hi everyone, good day. Especially to you, Ma'am Parungo. Good day, Ma'am. Today I am going to tackle the segment 5, frustration. First, let me define what is frustration. A frustration is a negative emotional state that occurs when one is prevented from reaching a goal. Frustration is an unpleasant state of tension and heightened sympathetic activity resulting from a lack goals. Frustration is associated with motivation since we won't be frustrated if we were not motivated to achieve the goal. And then, frustration may be external or personal. And then, frustration also is feeling of uncertainty and insecurity, which stems from a sense of inability to fulfill needs. If the needs of an individual are blocked, uneasiness and frustration are more likely to occur. Then the next, frustration also is a negative behavior which arises when a motivated drive is blocked due to various reasons. It is one of the causes of distress. Next, it is frustration also is an emotion that occurs in situation where a person is blocked from reaching undesired outcome. So, frustration is a feeling that we felt when we are motivated and then we wanted to achieve that dream, that goals that we had. For example, a student, a college student wanted to become a dance lister. So that student is motivated. So he she study hard. And then that student is was motivated to become a dance lister. So that student study hard, and then there come a time that student became frustrated because she scared that she might fail and won't be able to get that goal. So that's why she became frustrated. So that's the time when the frustration entered. And then there are examples of frustration. So first, when we are stressed at work. Second, so this is the pursuing a goal that you cannot attain. So this is what I mean that what I said, the example of a student wanted to become a dance lister. And then the next example is that there are you live in a peaceful life. You're living your life at peace, and then you didn't expect that a problem that would hit you, and then that problem came to you, and then you wanted to solve that problem. You find ways. You wanted to solve the problem that you had encountered, and then that problem, you get frustrated because you cannot find a solution to that problem, and that is the time when the frustration occurs. And then the next example Example, loss of confidence, stress, anger, aggressive behavior, irritability, and then depression. So, also in frustration, the depression occurs. So next, the two kinds of stress. So first, let me define what is stress. Stress is responses are normal reactions to environment or internal perturbations and can be considered adaptive in nature. And then, no. I still have here the external frustration. So, what is external frustration? So, external frustration is a distress caused by outwardly perceivable conditions that impedes progress towards a goal. And then next, what is internal personal frustration? Personal frustration is a distress caused by the individual's inner characteristic that impedes progress toward a goal. The sources of frustration are as follows. So first, physical obstacles, such drought, typhoons, flat tire, etc., that prevents a person from doing his plans for fulfilling his wishes. So, this is the time where we physical obstacles. So, when we want to that time we already said that we have some we had an appointment that time. And then, for example, a businessman drive his car, and then he was about to go to a businessman also to have a business meeting. And then in the middle of the night rather, supposed to be they had a dinner to had a business meeting also. And then in the middle of the night, his car has a flat tire. So that the flat tire prevent the businessman to go to the businessman to have a meeting. So he won't be able to have a business meeting because of the flat tire, and he can't go there. And then the next, social circumstances, such as obstacle through the restriction imposed by other people. And next one, second, social circumstances, such as obstacles through the restrictions imposed by the other people and customs and laws of social being. The third, personal shortcomings, such as handicap by disease, blindness, deafness, or paralysis. So, for example, you were talking to a person and you ask for help. And then you don't know that person is deaf, which means that person cannot hear you. And then you're talking to her, and then you ask for help, but suddenly you get frustrated because that person doesn't talk to you, doesn't answer your questions, because that person is deaf. The next, number 4, conflict between motives, such as wanting to leave college for a year to try painting, but also wanting to place one's parents by remaining in school. So, for for example, um, you wanted to um, you wanted um, to live. You wanted to live in that company because um, your um, your boss is a terror one, and then someone stopped you from leaving because that person who stopped you from leaving is um your best friend since you were child, and then um you can't leave because you feel pity for her. You feel pity for her because um she cry when you leave that company because she doesn't want you to leave, and then she has no friends there. So this is the conflict between motives. And then the next, stress. The two kinds of stress, distress and eustress. So first, let me define what is stress. Stress responses are normal reactions to environment or internal perturbations and can be considered adaptive in nature. So, next, let's proceed to distress. So, what is distress? Distress is an unpleasant emotion, feeling, thought, condition, or behavior. Distress can affect the way you think, feel, or act, and can make it hard to cope with having cancer, along with dealing with symptoms, treatment, and side effects. People might describe distress as feeling sad. So, distress is a negative one. Distress is, for example, we are having, for example, me, I had, I had a work, I had modules, and has to travel to pass the modules. So, because of the work that I had, I couldn't be able to answer every day my modules. It's because I had work. And then my modules became um became having I'm having many modules. So that is the time where the distress occur. It is because I couldn't able to answer all of that. And then stress also can lead to anxiety, depression, and withdrawal, which are all symptoms of perceived defeat. An example of distress might be an injury that removes us from exercise. So it is an example. So when death of loved one, not getting into the college of our choice, or losing our jobs. Then eustress. Let's proceed to eustress. So what is eustress? So eustress is the positive one. If we had the negative one, it would be the distress. And then the positive one is eustress. So eustress. The eustress is the excitement of a roller coaster. This is an example. The excitement of a roller coaster ride or a scary movie or a fun challenge are all example of eustress. So Here's the definition of eustress. Eustress means beneficial stress, either psychological, physical, or biochemical, radiological. The term was coined by the endocrinologist Hans Selye, consisting of the Greek prefix meaning good and stress literally meaning good stress. So eustress also is a moderate or normal psychological stress interpreted as being beneficial for the experiencer. So me, for example, eustress. Eustress is if the distress can be defined as sad, and then the eustress can be defined as happy. So they are opposite. And then, for example, me, it is already summer vacation, so I don't have the modules anymore, and then I only had the job. So it's nice in my feeling that I don't ha- when I got home from work, I don't have modules to be faced to answer because it's already summer. So for me, it's a eustress because I don't have any modules to be answered. And then next example is that um wait, um next example is that riding a roller coaster. So when we ride a roller coaster, we felt the excitement, we enjoy, and then we're happy that we ride the roller coaster. And the next example is scary movies. And that's all, and thank you.